Hey everyone, welcome back to Psyched About Life, where we talk about psychology, life growth, and personal development. Today's video is all about SCIP-R. What is SCIP-R? SCIP-R is addressed to staff members with direct care responsibilities. The general idea of this is to prepare employees for a prevention crisis and to effectively intervene when a behavioral crisis occurs. Why am I talking about this? Well, I just am fresh out of a training. I took a test, it's for work, but I'm also just really excited to talk about some of the key important concepts that I learned from this training. And also, it may apply to you in your job or working with individuals with developmental disabilities or intellectual disabilities. And I think it's just really good in the psych category of my channel to talk about some functional behavior, why challenging behavior or inappropriate behavior occurs, how to go about it, how to understand it, because every behavior has a function. It's just what happens. There's always a reason to why things occur. And it's good to take in all those factors and apply it to our lives, right? Whether it's in the situation or where we're working, or if it's just understanding behavior in general, it's a really key ingredient to the psychology altogether. So, when attempting to understand the purpose of any challenging or atypical behavior, that's how it states in my book, we evaluate a person's medical state first. So you want to rule it out. This is all about meats. Where's the beef? Where is the meat? That is exactly what we're talking about. The 4 functional reasons why a behavior occurs is pretty much meats. So we always rule out medical first. That's the M in meats. It could be because of that person's diagnosis or medical illness. Beyond these medical reasons, there are those functional reasons for why it occurs. That we get into the 4. So really 5 is meats, but 4 is the eats. We'll get into it. So let's start off with E, because of course that's not in the order of this. The problem behavior is avoiding or escaping. This could be in the form of pushing or swiping stuff away on the desk or table when presented with something. It could be in the form of walking away or moving away, turning away, trying to escape a task, demand, activity, or a person. These demands can be verbal, physical, or related to proximity. Now we're going to talk about A, which is attention. A person can engage in a problem behavior to get another person's attention or spend time with that person. Let's face it, some kids just respond better to input from a certain individual. They might not act the same way to everyone all the time. That's just human nature. That's just a part of us being human beings and having our preferences. So it is okay to ask for attention, but when dealing with a problem behavior of where it becomes excessive, too much, right? We can't have everyone's time or the person we want's time for however long we like it. No, we're human beings. We all have our own needs. So the attention can be in the form of verbal, physical, social, related to proximity, or varied in length. T. Oh, wait. Yes. T. Tangible. This is a tangible thing. Think of it like that. Wanting or access to something, right? This could be in the form of an item, service, food, or activity. I really want to play hopscotch. That was a terrible example. I really want that pen right there. It could be as simple as that. I'm going to display or engage in my inappropriate behavior. Oh my goodness, I'm making a fool out of myself. It's because of tangible. I wanted something. And with S, sensory, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Maybe you want the look, the sound, feel, smell, taste that is pleasurable. After assessing that whatever you went through meets, and you're like, okay, this is the behavior, the function is tangible. Then we're going to talk about what to do in that situation. So we could try to find, and this is also coming from my behavioral side, right? My behavior management experience working as a behavioral therapist or a technician, whatever you want to fancy schmancy call it. I did a lot in terms of trying to provide the individual with a replacement behavior, an alternative, whether it is wanting to put on music whenever they're not feeling good or something's upsetting them, or if they really need that stimulation, they'll be like, oh, I really want a fidget toy, or oh, I really want to go outside, go for a walk. So it's like replacing that with something more appropriate or socially acceptable, because we don't want them to engage in whatever behavior for that reason. Also, you can try something like I've tried to implement breaks because if I know that the duration of something is just too long for an individual, I'll do like a timer, set breaks in a schedule, or just have them request a break, or just implement it. If you're not working with a population, you know, of developmentally disabled, we can talk about that in the sense of working with just in children, students, working with your kids, you know, because these behavior strategies can be implemented at home with anyone, anything. It's just really good to have those movement breaks, see the function of behavior. And even though SCIP training is fresh in my mind and all this information is fresh in my mind, it's just good to go over this stuff. And it's really part of psychology. That's part of why I felt like it was relevant to my Psyched About Life. That's the functional reasons why a behavior occurs. And then learning about the ABC antecedent. I think I did that in another video talking about my behavioral therapy background, like what happens before a behavior and the consequence. I'm pretty sure I went over that, but other factors that are really important in mentioning, we can talk about internal versus external. So internal, we have a headache, congestion, emotions, vision or hearing impairment, or something is interacting with that. The child, student, individual is hungry. There's a stomach ache. Maybe they have a change in their temperature, body temperature, or they don't like how it's hot, it's cold in the room. So that can also be an internal condition from the environments, but really from themselves, right? That's internal. Then we talk about external, which we think about the environment around that person. It could be loud noise, lights, changes to the schedule, even like an activity, holidays, something doesn't go their way, inclement weather, crowds, huge, like, you know, busy gatherings, fire drills, loud noise, gross smell. So that's kind of those external. Antecedent is that fancy schmancy word. Antecedent factors, just some things to remember, right? So when you subtract, you want to add. So anytime you're manipulating the environment or changing something about it, you're going to add something. So you can add that replacement, that substitute alternative, that new skill. And functional analysis overall really helps us to understand why an interfering behavior is occurring. That's when we plug in our meats to figure out the function. And that was the first part of the SCIP training / review. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little dry. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's been a long day, but stay tuned for more videos. Please comment down below any suggestions that you may have. I know today's video was kind of you know, you either love it or you hate it, but thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Really appreciate you coming here. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Bye.